Today's video is a review of how to find slope and giving you guys a little bit of like a preview of where we're going with slope. So an intro question, and we've gone over this a few times in classes, what comes to mind when you think of a ski slope? What's the difference between a bunny hill and a more advanced skiing hill? When I say ski slope, I think how steep is the hill? A bunny hill is less steep and then a more advanced skiing hill. Okay, so we would write something to the extent of, let's see, so I think of a ski slope, I think of its steepness. So bunny hill is less steep than a more advanced hill. So the direct definition of a slope is the steepness of a line, the change in y over the change in x, or sometimes rise over run. Or when we drew our triangles, it was the height over the base. A formula, which we haven't really talked about yet, to finding slope is m, which is the letter we use for slope. We take the second y coordinate minus the first y coordinate over the second x coordinate minus the first x coordinate. And when you're doing this formula, it doesn't really matter which one you make y1 and y2 or x1 and x2 as long as you're consistent. So different types of slope. We have 4 different types of slope, and they're based on like the line going up, going down, not moving at all, or kind of not being allowed at all, so, or undefined. So when we think about the turtles that we did in class, a turtle went in a positive direction if the line went in a positive direction. So if our line, when we were talking about turtles, our line looked like this. It was a positive turtle, and the turtle went forward. If we turned the line around and we went negative or went down, like sliding down the hill, the turtle would have gone backwards. If we made a straight horizontal line, the turtle wouldn't have moved at all. And a straight vertical line, sorry, these are a little wonky, is undefined. So the reason that it's 0 when it's going horizontal is because there's no slope, it didn't go up. A vertical line is undefined because all the slopes are the same. All the y's are fine, and we're dividing by 0. And we know from past experience, you cannot divide by 0. Okay, so finding slope from a graph. So step 1, determine if the line is positive or negative, then find 2 points on a line. So this has a positive slope. So to remind myself, I'm going to put a little plus sign. Then start at the lower point, count how many spaces you go up the rise. This will be your numerator. Count how many spaces you go to the right or left between the 2 points. This is your denominator. So I'm going to actually draw a triangle in and label my height is 1, 2, 3. My base would be 2. So my slope is 3 over 2. And it's positive because it's a positive graph. Okay, 2 more examples. This is a negative slope, so I'm going to put a negative sign in front. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my triangle between 2 points that I know. So I'm actually going up 2, and my height is also 2. So my slope is 2 over 2, or -1. This has a positive slope because it's going in a positive direction. Drawing my triangle, I went up 2 and over 1. So it's 2 over 1, or just 2. All right, finding slope from 2 given points example. So find the slope of the line with 2 of its given points. So identify one set of points as x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do x, this is x1, y1. This other one's going to be x2, y2. Substitute the values into the slope formula, solve for m, and simplify your fraction if necessary. So y2 is 2 and 8. So I'm going to do 2 minus 8. And then I'm going to do 3 minus 12. So 2 minus 8 is going to give me negative 6. 3 minus 12 is going to give me minus 9. So if I simplify that, it's positive 2 over 3. Okay, so find the slope of each line that passes through the given points. So again, I'm going to make it x1, y1, x2, y2. So in my formula, I'm going to do 3 minus negative 3 over 0 minus negative 2. So I know 3 minus negative 3 is actually 6 because it's 3 plus 3. 0 minus negative 2 is 2. And simplified, 6 divided by 2 is going to give me 3. So my slope is 3, or 3 over 1. So in the next one, I'm going to do negative 2 minus negative 6. I'm going to do 1 minus 3. So negative 2 minus negative 6 is really negative 2 plus 6, or 4. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 4 divided by 2, so it's negative 2 is my slope. And lastly, we have a reflection question. It says the 3 lines shown in the graph represent the speed of the 3 trains. Which train is moving the fastest? Explain how you know. So the correct answer is going to be train A because it has the steepest slope. So train A is moving at the fastest speed because it has the steepest slope. In this example, slope represents distance over time, and a train is covering the most distance in the fastest amount of time.